Stop looking at your primary residence as an investment property. Here's why. Hi, I'm Matt Farnham. This is episode 14 of the Real Life at Level 10, where I discuss insights of real estate leadership and personal growth. So thanks for joining us back for this week's content. And what I want to discuss is a little bit unique perspective on buying your primary residence or your actual home that you live in. And this is just something I want to share from doing this for the last 16 years, helping about 1,300 families buy or sell homes. Just a little bit different spin on what you typically hear people say when it comes to buying your property. What you usually hear folks talk about is, what's the value and making sure you get the best deal on the property. And that's the mindset of a lot of our clients. And I just want to challenge that a little bit. So first of all, if it is an investment property and you're going to rent the property out or flip it or things like that, completely different conversation. With that, of course, we're talking about the numbers. What's the return on investment or the return on equity? Is it make sense? What's the potential appreciation potential for the community? A lot of other factors like that, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the home that you're going to live in and go home to every day and create memories in. So yes, I do understand when you buy a primary residence, this is your home. It's probably the biggest purchase many people make in their lifetime, and it is your biggest asset. So yes, of course, it is an investment, it's an asset, but it is where you drive home to every day. So the memories you're going to make with your friends and your family here are so much more important than the deal you get on the home. And I know that's a little bit different perspective than you typically hear, but this is just from me seeing hundreds and hundreds of clients over the years of the ones that end up being the most thrilled and content with their decisions. It's not about saving a couple $1,000s, it's about getting the home that they really, really want. So when you're negotiating on this purchase, keep that in mind. Of course, we want to be good stewards and wise decision makers when we're offering on a property, and that's why we do market analysis and these types of things to make sure that we're not being irresponsible or overpaying for a property. But I would just submit to you to don't get so hung up on saving the extra few $100s or who's paying for the home warranty, because I promise you, in all the years I've been doing this, I don't hear people say, wow, Matt, you guys were so amazing. I'm so glad you saved us that extra $1,000 or $4,000 or whatever that is. Of course, we want to if we can, but the number one goal is let's get you the home you want, that you're going to love driving home to every day. And I want to share a personal story with you. So one thing that kind of really rocked my world on this perspective a few years back is my own personal family. My wife and I, we were looking for a different home for our family for certain reasons that are important to us and what we want in a property for our family to create memories and the lifestyle that we really want for our family. And I actually was looking at a property, and the investor in me was looking at the type of property I was looking to buy, the price point it was at, knowing that it might not be the best investment. So I called my financial advisor. My buddy and advisor, I called him up. He's a very conservative man, so I'm sure you're going to be watching this. You know who you are. And I called him and said, hey man, what do you think I should do? And I gave him the scenario, and his response totally caught me by surprise. He said, Matt, buy the property. And I was like, whoa, I didn't expect you to say that. Did you not just hear everything I just explained? And he said, Matt, why do you work so hard? And I was like, oh, well, it's kind of a good point. He goes, this is a home, this is not an investment. This is where you're going to raise your family, all the things I've already shared with you. And it just really challenged me to think about that personally. And he's right. He's absolutely right. It's not an investment. Of course, it's a big asset. I'm not acting like it's not. It's just a different filter and lens that you should look through when you're thinking about that type of property. And again, I will say the happiest buyers we've had over the years are the ones that love their home because they got the home they want. So just, something to ponder on and think about. There's no, right answer here. Some people it is about the investment, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just wanted to share this with you from experience. So again, this is Real Life at Level 10. Please subscribe to this content, post, like it, ask questions for future content for us. I would love to hear from you. And then also, of course, this is on YouTube. Subscribe. We also have a podcast now. You can find Real Life at Level 10 on iTunes or the Google Play Store. So hope you find value in this series. Again, this is Real Life at Level 10. Whatever it is you're doing or working through, do it at a level 10 and live with the results. This week's episode was filmed at our Team Farnam listing at 3155 Via Como Drive. It's a city loft listing here in Henderson. For more information on this home, visit the website on the screen below, or for your private showing, call us today.